Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Segroy, and thank you for coming to watch my very first YouTube video on YouTube. And you know what? I'm going to try to make this a career, but if it doesn't happen, you'll see. Haha. Anyways, so I thought to myself, what would be a wonderful way to start off my YouTube channel? And I was thinking, and I thought, why not do 10 random facts about one of my favorite artists, Freddie Mercury? So there you go. As we all know, Freddie Mercury is the lead singer in Queen, and Queen was formed in 1970. And unfortunately, Freddie passed away in 1991 from complication due to AIDS. So that's what we know of the singer. He was very legendary, made awesome songs like Bohemian Rhapsody, uh, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, those kind of songs that I just love so much. Even though Freddie died before I was even born, my parents definitely had me listen to his music growing up. And just like them, I love him very much. He was a very influential artist at the time. And I believe if he was still alive today, he'd still bring a presence to the stage that nobody has ever seen before. So kudos to you, Freddie Mercury. All right, here we go with 10 facts about Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury actually wasn't born Freddie Mercury, as many of you may have already guessed. That's actually his stage name. Um, he was actually born. Oh boy, I don't know. Let's see if I can pronounce this without butchering it completely. Uh, Farouk Bolsara. I apologize greatly if I butchered that. I probably did. English is not my strong suit. Anyways, Freddie actually started going by Freddie when he attended a boarding school called St. Peter's in Mumbai, and that's just what he did. As some of you may be called by a nickname, all that good stuff. Um, and he actually legally changed his name to Freddie Mercury in 1970, right before Queen was actually formed. So there you go. His name was actually legally Freddie Mercury by the time he passed away. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Fact number two. Freddie actually created Queen's iconic logo. So what he did, considering he had a art degree from the Ealing Arts College, he decided to take every band member's zodiac symbol and just combine it all into one uh, portrait, if you will. And he drew it all himself. He drew it all by hand, and that's the iconic logo we all know today as the Queen's logo. So, and it's actually called. It actually has a name. It's called the Queen's Crest, which is pretty cool, I think. All right, fact number three. According to a lot of celebrities, Freddie actually was a pretty shy guy. Um, People who knew him personally, such as like David Bowie, Princess Diana Spencer, they all commented that he very much kept to himself. His outward stage appearance appeared to be extroverted, but he was very much to himself when he wasn't either practicing or performing, and he mostly spent his days in his house with his cats. So there you go. Alrighty, fact number four. Um, Freddie Mercury actually revealed that he had AIDS a day before he passed away. Um, that fact right there is actually pretty sad for me personally because I just can't imagine finally revealing to your fans and your loved ones that yes, I am suffering from this disease, but you know what? I will rise above it. Everything will be good. And then, it's really sad. But I feel like he knew the end was coming, but he didn't realize how soon or how quickly. And may he rest in peace. But he really paved the way for more AIDS research. And as many of you may have already known, but just in case you don't, um, AIDS happens as a result from HIV. So if you are diagnosed with HIV, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have AIDS. HIV actually develops into AIDS. So if you may have HIV, but that doesn't mean you have AIDS. Just clarification. HIV does not equal AIDS. It gradually turns into AIDS if you don't treat it right away. That's my point to that. Just a little medical fact there for you. All right. Number five is, I already mentioned this before, but we're going to mention it again. Freddie was actually a major cat lover. Like, he loved cats to death. Like, all of his cats loved him to death. So much so that he actually dedicated a whole entire album and song to just his cats, which I think is adorable. That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Yet again, I'd dedicate a song, an album to my doggy, whom I love very much. So his name's Diesel. He's a Great Dane Husky mix. So I love you, Diesel. Anyway, um, all right. Fact number six. Freddie actually performed with a broken mic. Okay, so there's actually a funny story to this. So apparently, according to many sources, Freddie was actually performing in the middle of a concert and his mic actually broke in the middle of the concert. But you know what? Being the incredible showman he is, he just rolled with it and said, okay, I guess I'm performing with a broken mic then. And it was just so amazing to the audience that he continued to perform and not, like, get embarrassed or anything about it. It actually became one of his trademarks, was the broken mic. So instead of replacing the mic, which most artists probably would have done, he decided to just keep using the mic, and he's basically with the attitude of, you know, if the sound part ain't broken, why fix it, Just didn't have a stand to hold it on. So there you go. Um, all right, factoid number seven. Before he was famous, Freddie actually worked as a baggage crew member for an airline. So basically, he was one of the people that would put bags in the plane itself and would sort it and all that good stuff. And actually, the airline company that he worked for, um, in honor of his what would have been 72nd birthday, his former coworkers actually did a montage of dancing to his songs, to entertain guests so that they could pay homage to their old coworker. So I thought that was just very sweet of them to do. That probably would have been an awesome flight to see. All right, and factoid number eight. Um, he actually left his former girlfriend most of his money, his house, and recording royalties of his songs and whatnot. So he actually did date, Mary Austin for a long term relationship, and he left her all those things in his will, which is pretty cool. All right, and factoid number nine, which is Freddie was bisexual. He was not gay. Since I mentioned that he did have a former long term relationship with Mary Austin, and that's a female. Of course, Freddie had many male lovers, but he was definitely bisexual. He wasn't gay, as many people seem to believe. Um, but that's understandable. That's understandable with his flamboyancy and the way he dressed. So I totally understand why people would think that he's gay. All right, and then our last factoid, number 10. He actually wrote one of his songs, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, in the tub. So this is a funny thing. So one day he was just taking a bath like normal, and then the words just came to him, and he actually had somebody bring him his piano into his bathroom so that he could continue to write the song while he took a bath. So that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So yep, that was 10 interesting facts about Freddie Mercury you probably didn't know. So and that's so cool, just to learn interesting things about people that we look up to and admire. And I just wanted to say, today Freddie Mercury would have been 73 years old. He still would have been rocking it in his leotards and whatnot with that same broken microphone. And Freddie, I'm sure a lot of people miss you. I've never seen you perform live on television, but it probably was an amazing sight to see. Um, but yes, I wanted to do this as like a little homage to this amazing artist, and just the fact that so many people loved him so much is just incredible to me. And I hope people continue to learn, um, from the AIDS research that resulted in his death. And I hope everyone out there just continues to educate themselves about it. And I just want to take a moment to thank y'all so much for listening to my blah, 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 blah. And y'all are beautiful. Y'all are fabulous. And I hope to see y'all around. All right. Have a fabulous one.